Welcome to the new Acuity user interface. In this video, we're just going to do a quick overview of the changes that you'll see. You have access to this PowerPoint if you want to click through it more slowly later for review. Also, on the last slide, there's a link to a longer webinar that explores these changes in more depth. The enhancements bring together the most important information that educators need to improve instruction, provides all test and instructional resource results for a student in a single view, highlights most frequently used functions like assessment status, custom tests, etc., and provides a streamlined workflow. When you look at the old view, you see that the navigational tabs were vertical and they were written in black on a yellow-orangish background. You had choices between tests, reports, instructional resources, management, my settings, and community. In the new user interface, or the new look, you'll see that the navigation tabs are horizontal, that they're written in white on a blue background, and your choices are slightly different. You have home, assignments, assessments, learning support where you find the instructional resources, students and educators, reports, and an admin tab. Let's look at the old and the new side by side. The old view is in the top left-hand corner, and again you'll see the vertical options. In the bottom right-hand corner you see the new look with the horizontal tabs written in white on blue with some drop-down menus. There are also some terminology changes. Now they're more consistently using the term assessment instead of test. Also, they've replaced the term tier. That term tier caused a lot of confusion for teachers and students. So now they're using the word ranges to replace the term tier. They've also removed the instances of the word manage, and they've added some action icons to perform functions related to tests, assessments, instructional resources, etc. This is a look at the teacher main screen. You'll see there's quite a bit of information on this main screen, but it does pull together many things in one place. If you zoom in a little bit, you'll see that we have messages and notifications. Here at the bottom we have information about assessments. And on the right-hand corner we have sort of progress information about students in terms of assessments and instructional resources. Let's further zoom in. Here at the bottom in this area where we have assessments, you'll see that there are two tabs, recently completed assessments and open assessment assignments. In this view, the recently completed assessments are open. You'll see that we have average score information. In the next view, you'll see the Open Assessment Assignment tab is open. And in this one, you get progress information. How many have completed out of how many have been assigned? In all of these examples, none of the students have completed the assignments or the assessment that was assigned. In the next view, we go just below it to the bottom of the screen, where we have information on the most frequently assigned instructional resources. And again, it gives you progress information. How many have been assigned, completed, and what's the average score? In the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see information on student activity. We have two columns, one on assessments, and the far right-hand column is the one on informational resources or instructional resources. This is a look at the student view when they log on. You'll see they have a choice between their Home tab, Assessments, Study, which is their instructional resources, and Reports. When they have their assessments open, they can start a test or see progress on a test that they're currently working on. During the test itself, students can navigate through the test three different ways. They can click through this area of the navigation bar, they can jump to a page number, or on the far right-hand side, they can click Next or Back. At the end of a test, students can review their test to see if there were any of them that they marked for review, to go back and look at their answers. But once students have completed the test, they must click on the red box in order to have the test scored. On this last slide, we see a link to a complete webinar that gives you more information about this new user interface. Now be aware that once we get through that first Acuity window, we're going to spend more time looking at the assessment feedback that we get. We're also going to look more carefully at the instructional resources that can be assigned and monitored for students. Thank you for your time.